Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Clinton Howell Team's Weekly Market Update. I'm your host, Clinton Howell. What the Howell is going on in our real estate markets, Burlington, Hamilton, Oakville? I'm about to tell you. But first of all, go Leafs. I'm so happy that they won the first series against Ottawa. There was so many triggering moments, wasn't there? I'm like, oh no, please don't let this happen again. So anyways, go Leafs. Let's kick Florida's butt, all right? Election behind us. That's great news. Let's see what happens in our markets. Last week, we saw an average of 9 appointments to get a property sold in our appointment center. The rolling day, 30-day average is 10.1. So not a whole lot of showings to get properties sold. We're seeing many properties getting sold. About a third, 30 to 40% of the properties are getting sold in the first month. Still very much a buyer's market in all of our local markets. In the Burlington area, we've got a slight increase in listings compared to last week and 4.3 months worth of supply, 35% on the absorption. So sales versus new listings, 35%. This is a very strong buyer's market. 50% is considered balanced. If only a third of the properties are getting sold in the first month, that's considered a buyer's market. So what does this mean? It's a great time if you're buying and selling in the same market. There's room for negotiation, generally speaking, room for some conditions. It makes it where you really have to, you got to work a little bit harder, and you have an opportunity to get some good deals right now. The houses that are selling, properties that are selling, are typically median number of days is 18. So that's the middle of the pack in terms of timing. Now, the average has jumped up to 38 days. So that's for the properties that are getting sold. Now, there's a lot of properties that you're seeing canceling and relisting, price drops, things like that. So the average cumulative days on market is 53. So taking a bit longer on the whole for the overall sales patterns. In the Hamilton area, listings have gone up a little bit as well. We've got 4.5 months worth of supply and 36.7% absorption. So again, still a buyer's market. Median days on market for the properties that are getting sold. So the middle of the pack in terms of timing is 22 days. Average is up at 39, and the cumulative average is 66. So we're still seeing a fair bit of time to get properties sold in a general sense. In the Oakville area, listings are similar to where they were last week. We've got 4.5 months worth of supply and 35% on the absorption. So pretty consistent with this 35% Burlington, Hamilton, Oakville buyer's market territory. In Oakville, we're seeing a median days on market around 20, average of 26. So a little bit faster in Oakville, but the cumulative days on average is still around 58. In all three markets, we're seeing around that 2.5 to 3.5% for the negotiation range of the transactions that have successfully happened. That's all I have for you today. If you have any questions, please reach out. Love to hear from you, and have a great day.